Yeah, this is just a very, very cool area. You have all the restaurants here from Vela, then you have the Kimpton Malai, which is a hotel and apartment building. Then here you have the Kempinski Hotel, and then here the Sindhorn Residences. Good afternoon. I'm here at the Chidlom station, and in my series about areas and streets in Bangkok, today it's the turn for Soi Langsuan. Soi Langsuan is a, let's say a high-end residential street, and it's around the corner from the Chidlom BTS station. So this is the entrance of Soi Langsuan, and here you have the Mercury Ville Mall. And Langsuan is the, let's say, extension from Chit Lom Road. So here's Chidlom, and I'm here on the crossroad of Chidlom, Langsuan and Planchit. Here you have the central Chidlom Mall, which, if you live in Langsuan, is probably one of the malls that you're going to be using a lot. And there is another mall on the other corner of the street, which is called the Mercury Ville. And what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to walk through the Mercury Ville and get into Langsuan Road. So yeah, this is the typical kind of mall that is used as the center of the area. And you will notice that almost all the big stations in Bangkok, all the big BTS stations, which BTS is the metro, they all have a mall. And many times you use the mall to get down to the ground level. And especially when it's a really hot day, it's very nice to walk in the air conditioning. So here in Mercuryville you will find several nice restaurants, few Japanese places, few high-end Thai restaurants. Yeah, at the central Chidlom, on the ground floor, there is a top supermarket, which is a very good international supermarket. It's a bit expensive, but yeah, you can get a lot of Western products there. But then along the road you have many of these smaller ones, like this Lawson 108, which is a Japanese kind of mini supermarket, let's call it like that. And then you have 7-Elevens and Family Mart, and you'll see several of them down the road. Okay, so here we are in Soi Langsuan. Langsuan is mainly a residential area. It's around 4:15. There's a few office buildings here, like this one. Here you have the 7-Eleven. And in the beginning of the street you have a lot of these little stalls, food stalls. Especially in the morning and during lunchtime, people buy their food here. Here's a big construction going on for the Scope Langsuan. let me give you an update. As always and everywhere, constructions. This, as far as I know, is a school. So here in the right side on the beginning of the street, you have the school area, and then further down the street you'll get the residential places. Here you have the Portico. Portico is like, yeah, more like a restaurant kind of mall where you can have dinner. Not too much shopping. And let me get you a clear shot of Langsuan Road. There's a big construction going on here as well. Then here in this area there is a few restaurants, and like here for example a massage place. So in the beginning of this street you have mostly the food areas, you know, so when you come from the BTS, if you come from work, then you can have your coffee here at Starbucks. You can eat, do a little bit of shopping, and then head down the road towards your apartment. So this is Baan Na Varang. Baan Na Varang is a condominium, which means you have individual owners. And here across the street you have the Sindhorn Midtown. And Sindhorn Midtown is a hotel, and it has service apartments. So this big one here is the hotel building, and then there is the serviced apartment area. I made some very nice videos in there, so which I will upload. It has a beautiful swimming pool. Yeah, in my last video I saw some questions about if electricity and all these things are included. So if I give a rental price on our website, then it's always excluded of utilities. So that means that there is no water or electricity. By the way, this is Cape House Langsuan, a very luxury apartment building. Hardly any units available there, always rented out. Yeah, so utilities are mostly not included, but common fee and taxes and all this kind of things, they are paid by the owners. So you do not have to worry about that. And utilities are only included if you rent a service apartment. But yeah, you have to imagine like this. If somebody will include electricity and water, they will just charge the highest price possible. So you always have to think about, if you do a service apartment, that yeah, you will have to spend a lot more money than if you just rent directly from an apartment or directly from a condominium. So this is the private residence. Had recently been renovated. It looks very beautiful. I haven't been there yet, so looking forward to go and have a look in there. Then here you have the CIMB Bank office. Then here the Hotel Muse, which has an amazing rooftop bar. If you come to Bangkok and you come on holiday, then go and check that one out, because it's really that's really worthwhile. Then here across the street, the garden view. I'm sorry for the sunshine. Sun is setting around this time. Garden View Mansion, which is an apartment building. Another thing that I want to clarify. So you have apartment buildings and condominiums. A condominium means that you have an individual owner, and an apartment building is owned by a company basically. So you have one owner that owns the whole building. And a little bit later, there's a lot of noise here, but a little bit later I will explain more what that means for the customer. So here this seems to be a big new project, the Regent's International School, Bangkok. Okay. Open for registration in August 2021. So here you have the Langsuan Ville condominium building. Yeah, here you have a whole row of condos. Here we are at Baan Na Langsuan, which is 2 towers here. You cannot really see it well. Maybe later I will get a better shot to see it. And then here across the street, the Grand Langsuan. So the Langsuan Ville and Grand Langsuan, they have big units. They are older buildings. We are not really specialized in those 2 buildings, to be honest. Then here you have a center point, which is a service department. And then in the back there is Sindhorn. Sindhorn is the name of the area in the back of Langsuan, which is originally royal ground. So it's owned by the royal family, and they built some projects on there, but the only thing you can buy apartments, but only for short term, all short term. Here you have the Q Langsuan condominium building. Very nice units in there. We have several. For a 2-bedroom unit you pay around 75 to 80,000 baht. Okay, to get back at the story about the apartment. So if you have an apartment building, you have one owner. Negative thing is that most of the times they will charge you more money for water, and the electricity per unit is higher than what you normally pay. The benefit is that you get all the service included. So whatever, anything breaks or something, you have a crew that works for you, and 24/7 repair, where with a condominium you have to depend on what the landlord, what the owner actually arranges for you. So here you have the Duchess or Duchess. This is a hotel. Then here the Mayfair Marriott Executive Apartments. So this is like a service apartment. More expensive. Then this is the SG Tower. It's an office building. You know, everywhere on the street you have the motorcycle taxis that can bring you to the beginning of the street. They can bring you to the BTS station. Okay, this is Sindhorn Village, which is a new shopping mall. And then here you have the CIMB Bank, where I made some really nice videos of the units there. Which on top of the CIMB Bank you have the Bar Yard, which is an amazing restaurant with great views over the city. This is also a nice restaurant called the Hen and the Egg. And the Rong Ratana Executive Residences. Yeah, maybe I will go and have a quick check in the garden here behind the Villa Sindhorn Village. Yeah, this is all part of a project on the royal grounds. And what I wanted to say before is, like, you know, if you buy a condominium in Bangkok, you can buy leasehold or you can buy it freehold. Freehold means that the actual owner. Leasehold means that you're buying it for a certain period, so that can be, let's say, 50 years. That means that after 50 years the unit is not yours anymore, but in the meanwhile you can use it for renting it out and investments. So this in front is the Sindhorn Residences, which is a leasehold project, and because it's on royal ground it cannot really be sold, so you can only buy the project for a certain time. Here to the right we have the Peng Seng. Peng Seng has very big family units. Yeah, it's around 150,000 baht per month. So let's go and have a look here. I'm not sure if the gardens are open now, if you're allowed to go in. I did make some nice video about that before. Yeah, you're also around the corner of Lumpini Park here. Yeah, this is just a very, very cool area. You have all the restaurants here from Vela, then you have the Kimpton Malai, which is a hotel and apartment building. Then here you have the Kempinski Hotel, and then here the Sindhorn Residences. It has a great atmosphere here. So if you live in this area, then you might spend a bit of time here. So dogs are not allowed in this area, but they are allowed in the Kimpton Malai. It's one of the specialties of that building. Yeah, and then here you have a lot of different restaurants. Yeah, so we're getting here to the end of Langsuan Street. Here's a Villa Market supermarket. Yeah, one of the better international supermarkets. A bit expensive, but very good if you are looking for Western products. Here in the end of the street you have a few hotels. So here this building is called the Nimit Langsuan. It's been under construction already for quite a while. I don't know exactly what's the deal with this one, but there seems to be some issues. But let's hope that they will finish it soon. Yeah, and here in front we are getting to the Lumpini Park. Yeah, so if you live in Soi Langsuan, you have very easy access to the Lumpini Park. You have easy access to the Chidlom BTS station. And yeah, I mean, we run the Sukhumvit Homes real estate company, and we have actually a lot of units here in Langsuan. So if you're interested in renting a unit here, then just drop us a line. You can always send us an email at info@sukhumvithomes.com. We are specialized in high-end units, so let's say 80,000 baht plus. And yeah, we are looking forward for your email. Just let us know what you're looking for. It's important for us to know a little bit what your budget is and how many bedrooms you're needing. So then we can just have a look for you. And what we normally do is we send you all the information about units already through email before you even come to Bangkok, or if you're living in Bangkok, we will present you everything through videos, and then we'll make an appointment, and then we will schedule a couple of days to show the apartments. We'll pick you up from your hotel or from the residences where you're staying, and we'll just take care of everything and hope that we find something. That's always the thing. So I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, feel free to subscribe to our channel, and you can also check out many of the units in the Sukhumvit Homes channel that we have. And yeah, hope to see you in my next video.